What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and this is not a typical video that you would see on this channel. Normally, I do gaming stuff, lots of gaming and short films and all this stuff like that. But obviously, everyone likes movies. Who doesn't? Movies are a pure form of entertainment, and the reason why I really wanted to come out here and make this particular video. I'm going to be doing a full-on review with spoilers later on, sometime maybe tomorrow, but I wanted to make this first video here to go out without any spoilers and say to go watch the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. Now, I know what we're all thinking, that with the trailers shown and everything that's happened over the past months of time since they pretty much announced this new movie, that it wasn't going to be up to par with the original Ghostbusters and even Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters 2, of course, was not as good as Ghostbusters. Of course, that really reigns true with any sequels into the series within any movie. But this one, I've just come home actually from just watching the movie, and I've kind of collected my thoughts. And honestly, in all honest thoughts, it was not as bad as I thought. I thought this movie was going to be bad, of course, starting out with the name, right? Ghostbusters, just plain old Ghostbusters, nothing else. It was like a smack in the face to the original Ghostbusters, in my own personal opinion, because you're just leeching off of a name from the 1984 classic movie, right? And they didn't obviously announce or have the cast, the original cast in there. It's all new female cast, so that even turns some people off. For me, it's not even about the female cast that really bothered me. It's just that there wasn't going to be the classic feeling, and that turned me off. But then, of course, we get into trailer 1 and then another trailer of the movie, and honestly, both trailers that they released, and however many trailers they released, I think I only saw 2 different versions of the trailer. Both trailers were not good. I'll just say that. I'm not going to go into an entire rant. I'm just going to say that the trailers themselves for this movie were not good. Now, I honestly feel, in my own personal opinion, that they did that to generate false hype for the movie. So instead of creating a good trailer showing off the good traits about this movie, they decided to show off more negative traits in every single trailer that's released for Ghostbusters 2016 to say, you know what, let's just release this, and then the general public that watched the trailers took it as, wow, they're really mocking the original. They're just making fun of what was a great movie, and they're just using the name. And that's what I thought, too. Both trailers were not good. I'm being honest. Both trailers were not good, but I feel that they did that on purpose to generate false hype for it, because what happens when you think a movie's going to be so bad, especially one that was a classic, one obviously from 1984, and obviously I'm not of that time, but I have seen the originals many years ago, and I kept even to this day, the original still holds up to a lot of the movies that are released because it is so good. And I just honestly felt like this movie was going to be a smack in the face to the original. Like, how could they do this? It's not Ghostbusters 3. It's not a sequel. It's just a remake of the original with some added parts into it, and then it's not even a remake because it's not going to be original cast or like that. It was just kind of like a new version. It doesn't seem great looking at all these things that led up to the movie and its release, and I felt like they did this to generate false hype. The movie, without going into too much spoilers, because it's going to, like I said, be in a later video, but the movie itself was not bad. I thought it was going to be really bad, like the acting and everything else was just going to be a complete, insanely stupid version of the original, and that's what I was going there expecting it to be. Comparing this movie to the original Ghostbusters, it is a letdown, but keeping that aside and putting this as its own new generation of Ghostbusters without comparing it a lot to the original, which happens often when you have more movies in the same, more sequels within the same lineup of the same series. People tend to compare things. Even with games, they do that. It's like, if this second game, is it going to be as good as this first game? Generally, that's how it's supposed to be, but generally, when Ghostbusters 2 came out, and even to this day, it doesn't compete with Ghostbusters 1. New Ghostbusters movie, I feel is the same way. It's not totally awesome. Like like 10 out of 10. It's not 10 out of 10, but it's not 2 out of 10 either. It honestly, in my own honest opinion, I feel that you should go out there and watch it because it's getting a lot of negativity, even from myself before I saw it, just because based on the trailers and based on what the original had to comparing it to this one and what people haven't seen yet. And it's just overall getting a lot of negativity, which is I don't know. I think they purposely did that to get people to watch it, right? Because if you're watching a trailer and you generally don't like it, but you're comparing it to the original and it's that bad, my first thought was, well, now I want to see this movie because I want to see how it compares to the original, whether good or bad. And I feel that generating negativity spiced it up sort of to get people to watch this newer this newer movie. So basically, all that I'm saying and everything that I'm saying is that just put away everything that you've known about the original Ghostbusters, leading up, the Ghostbusters 2016 leading up to what it is now. Go watch the movie however you want to, and then come back and honestly say to yourself, was this a bad movie? Of course, the original movie was better, and it still will always be better because nothing can pretty much beat the original Ghostbusters when comparing other Ghostbusters movies to it, no matter how good or bad this movie, the new Ghostbusters, is. But it's not good or bad or amazing. It's just like it had its moments. It honestly, it just was not bad. It wasn't awesome. It was just good. It had good parts to it, and that's the main point that I want to come out and say. So honestly, go watch it for yourself and see what you feel. And obviously, all the spoilers and everything that I'm going to be talking about is going to be in tomorrow's video. So, I'll be covering all my thoughts on, more specifically, if you want a more in-depth style of reviewing. Normally, I don't do these types of things, but I just wanted to make this specific video to say go out there and watch it before you start making reviews that, oh, this is bad or what have you, because there are certain aspects to it that I feel that they portrayed falsely, and watching this movie kind of regained the faith of reviving a Ghostbusters style of movie. So there you have it. Dislike or like, whatever you want. It's obviously people's opinions when it comes down to movie reviews and whatever. You can dislike anything for all you want. You could like anything all you want. But I'm just giving you my honest thoughts. And so I'll see you tomorrow with the full movie spoiler or whatever I have to say review. And I'll catch you then. This is Ninja Geek. I'm out. And peace.